Okay, here's another video. Today, what I'm going to show you to do with Venice AI is going to blow your mind. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to give you a tiny example. This is the smallest possible settings for this application. You can see here I got depth and 1, breadth 2, and it created this report. The query I gave it was the cost of cats versus dogs in Mexico. You can see it gave me a summary. It did its key learnings, broke it out into point form, and listed all the source websites that it got this information for. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you this on the maximum settings. What you're going to see, you're going to be shocked. All right, let's get started. Okay, step 1. A member of the Venice community was kind enough to put this repo together for you. First thing we're going to do is go over to GitHub, and we're going to smash this star. Let's get this repo to have a lot more stars. You go to code, and you're going to copy this. Then you're going to open your development environment, and I'll see you over there in a second. Okay, I'm going to assume that you have WSL installed, that you have your IDE installed, you got your terminal open, that you already know how to do these things. If you don't know how to do these things, please go back to one of my previous videos that is a little bit simpler than this one, and get started with that. If you're ready to get going, let's go. So we're going to do git clone. We're going to paste in this value that we just took from GitHub, and what we're going to do is just press enter, and then it's going to clone it. I've already done that, so I'm just going to delete this, and then we'll carry on to the next step. So now that we've got that going, we're going to come over here, and we are going to go to the env example file for me, but for you, you are going to create the .env file. So here, this is the example. What you're going to do is cp, okay, cp.env.example, okay, space.env, and then you're going to do enter. What that's going to do is copy the contents that you're seeing right here into a .env file. That will be the one that you will be editing. I will be explaining using the example one. Why? Because the information that you're going to be putting in here is private information. So what are you going to do next? You are going to put in your Venice API key. If you don't know how to put in your Venice API key, there is multiple videos, including the video I just recently posted about just the Venice API key screen. I would highly suggest just watching that video. It's only a few minutes long, and it will explain everything on the Venice API screen UI in detail. Okay, I'm going to consider that you've gotten that now. You've pasted it in where it says your Venice API key here, and that we can move on to Brave now. Probably don't know how to do this. I'm going to show you. Okay, next you come here to the Brave Search API page. As you can see, brave.com/search/API. And then up here in the top right, you will see sign up. I will leave it to you to figure out how to sign up to the website. I think that you are all capable of doing so. And I will continue on to what you do after you've signed up. So moving over here, what do you do next? Well, you got your dashboard open. We don't need the dashboard. What do we need? We need API keys. Click over here on API keys. And what you're going to see is that you need to generate an API key. Come up here, click Add API Key. This is a description, type in a name, test for video. Okay, click Add. And then it's going to just give you an API key. Then you'll click Copy, and we'll go back to your development environment and paste that in. Okay, you're back at your env file, and you paste in here your Brave API key. What do you got to do next? Well, you can follow along with the README file, and what you'll see is that we're going to assume that you have Node installed. and that you know how to use it, but you want to do npm install, okay? Get all those packages installed. Then after all the packages are installed, you're going to do npm start, okay? I'm going to do that right now, and you can see it's starting up. What would you like to research? Today we're going to research, will AI take my job? Question mark. All right, here you see enter research breadth. You can go as low as 2, you can go maximum 10. This is going to give you a lot more detail or a lot less detail. In the beginning, I showed you a 2. Right now, we're going to do 10. Okay. Enter the depth of the research. Okay. So again, the first example was a 1. I'm going to show you a 5. Default is 2. You need to decide, playing around with this, exactly what kind of report you want, where you want it to land. It will use some of your free credits for the Brave API, as well as using your VCU or your USD credits on your Venice account. So just be aware of that. And then what we're going to do, just press enter again. And we're off. It's going to get started, and you're going to see these progress bars. As we continue, what is it doing? It's asking all these questions. You can see it's like coming up with questions, and then it's actually searching for those questions. It's finding search results on questions about the topic. And then not only is it finding those, but it's actually recording the source websites in which it got information about the things it was searching about. Okay, I'm gonna skip to the end of this. You don't need to watch every percentage point load. This one is substantially longer than the 1-2 setting because it's the maximum setting. I mean, look how many things we are searching for. Stopping this for a minute here. Okay, here we are. We're almost done. Here comes the report. 100% generating it. You can see down here, generating narrative summary. It asks so many questions, and you can see it's put the report here. But what we're going to do is we're going to actually open up that report. So what do you do to open up that report? First of all, we're going to go over here to research. Okay, it's going to be in there. And then inside of the research folder, you're going to find the one for will AI take my job? All right. So you can open that up, which is what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at it. So as you can see over here in the line markers, we got depth 5, breadth 10, the question, the query that was asked. You've got quite the extensive summary that was given here. All of these key learnings, so all these point form key learnings, so 148 total key learnings. And also super crazy, look at this. This is all the source websites involved in this. Just keeps going and going. Please give this a try. Give some feedback. That would be great. Have yourself a great day. Thank you. Goodbye.